Growth. Growth needs energy. Energy, the one commodity no living creature on earth can be without. With this ever-increasing demand for energy in South Africa, Eskom plays a major role in accelerating growth in the South African economy by providing a high-quality supply of electricity to satisfy the needs of the country. Eskom supplies approximately 95% of South Africa's electricity, as well as 45% of all the electricity consumed on the continent of Africa. Located southeast in Mpumalanga, between Middelburg and Bethel, Komati is a coal-fired power station which was built back in the 1960s. It was one of 3 stations that were mothballed due to high excess capacity in the late 1980s and 1990s. Helping to meet the national demand for electricity, these 3 power plants are being recommissioned to service. This involves an investment expenditure totaling some 16 billion rand spread over a number of years.
Eskom has the obligation to supply reliable power to our nation, South Africa, as we all are aware of our rapid and fast-growing booming economy. More electricity is required. We are indeed absolutely privileged to be part of an exciting challenge, and that is to return Komati Power Station successfully to service and to continue to generate reliable and affordable electricity.
Komati consists of 9 units and an installed capacity of 1,000 megawatts. The new state-of-the-art upgrade will extend the service life of the power station, which was estimated at 5 years, by a further 15 years. This will play a key role in the ever-increasing demand for electricity and energy in the growing economy of South Africa and the region. Being part of the Eskom vision, a set of core values represents the universal ideals of the company. All employees of Komati Power Station are required to internalize these values in order to create a productive organizational culture. These values are excellence, innovation, customer satisfaction, integrity. All Komati Power Station employees have a common understanding of these values and are held accountable for upholding them. Komati has a process-driven culture, and one of the ManCom objectives is to be switched on for growth by ensuring that Komati Power Station is sustainably a reliable and viable business, focusing on the following management elements: leadership, followership, family-orientated, learning, business-minded, horizontal integration.
Komati ManCom sit together and developed the Komati vision, and that was rolled out to the whole entire Eskom Komati business. Now, for me as technology manager, there's various aspects to make this vision a reality for Komati Power Station. One point that we need to focus on is to make Komati a cost-effective and efficient business. And how can we achieve that? Let our conscience be the guide in driving the Eskom values.
Chigole Banda, Maintenance Engineering Manager, feels that policies to ensure the maintenance of the facility are core to the success of the operation.
ManCom objective is switched on for growth by ensuring that the Komati is sustainably a reliable and viable business. In light of this objective, we have put in place maintenance and engineering policies and procedures that will ensure that our assets are maintained effectively and safely for long-term and short-term goals.
Our ManCom objective is to have a passion in controlling and monitoring our plant to ensure that we achieve high levels of productivity. In the process, we will be able to have a viable business despite the high input costs that we have due to coal.
Xavier Makokolo, believes that a well-planned human resources strategy is a key component in the long-term sustainability of the power station.
From my human resources background, my take on this is that I need to emphasize the sustainability factor, in as much that I need to ensure that we have the correct skills at the correct time and that we retain those skills.
That for any organization to be successful, you need to have clear objectives. We as MENCOM have actually sustained 3 clear objectives which deals with viability, sustainability and reliability. I'm involved in 2, which is sustainability and viability. And how we actually do this or endeavor to do it is by looking at all risks to people and plant, trying to mitigate those risks as well as with quality.
To develop a process-driven culture, leadership is one of the spearheaded elements. Leaders focus on their leadership attributes such as beliefs, values, ethics, character, knowledge and skills.
The most important of these elements for me as power station manager are business results driven, a unity of purpose, no silo operation, family orientation, learning, recognition, listening, challenging, questioning, and most importantly, decisiveness.
Eskom's vision is to build a power base of sustainable growth and development based on respect and quality service.
We have processes that have been developed from a variety of activities. These processes have been defined, implemented. We also have to ensure that they are monitored, controlled, and followed through by all the functional departments within the power station. And we refer to this as a process-driven culture.
Komati culture is a 6-pillared culture. Though the culture is driven by the process that is intended to achieve high-quality standard in terms of business objectives, the pillars themselves are based on ordinary life morals and values. This makes a Komati culture a culture to understand, relate to, and adopt.
Through safety, health and environmental policy, Komati commits to excellence in safety, health and the environment and confirms to all employees, contractors, visitors, stakeholders and the public that the facility will conduct its business in a caring, responsible manner.
Safety, in terms of our culture, we are driving for 0 incidents culture at the Komati Power Station. In light of that, we have put in place risk assessment processes, IBI, as well as permit work systems to ensure that maintenance activities are performed effectively and safely.
Now, our role as the management team is to ensure that we minimize risk in the working environment and we do not tolerate unsafe acts, to ensure that ultimately people go back home safe as they came in safe.
Tevan Pillay focuses on risk assurance safety to all stakeholders.
Safety is a decisive factor within any effective organization. But it's my opinion that we'd rather do it in a proactive approach rather than a reactive approach. That's why as a department I'm aligning myself to putting processes and systems in place to drive compliance to the OSH Act as well as to the NOSA system to ensure that we are safe as well as others around us are safe.
We have within Komati and Eskom 4 cardinal rules that we based our safety on. Cardinal rules are made simple and straightforward for everyone to be able to live by them, both at home and at work. So be safe and be smart.
At Komati, we want to strive for safety excellence. And one way to strive for safety excellence and to reach that goal is to plan. We've all heard a saying that those who fail to plan actually plan to fail. Remember, success takes more thinking, failure takes more time.
Komati Power Station is a crucial cog in the wheel of industry, which powers development and change and is a catalyst for economic growth and stability to its employees, people and the South African region.
I therefore inspire you and ask that you be passionate, just as I am, about our purpose and our objective, which is to be switched on for growth by ensuring that Komati Power Station is sustainably a reliable and viable business.
Today we'll stand together, creating deep smarts, making it better. Respect ease within desired culture. Empowerment, enlisting business-minded people. We'll build as one. We'll build together. We'll cultivate in leadership we follow. Collectively, our work brings meaning. Now shout as one. Let's shout together. We live, we breathe, we eat, we sleep, we work, we read, we innovate, we purposely, collectively, essentially initiate. At Komati we will strive for better values in our lives. As long as we just listen, one vision. Collaborate, process your planning, negotiate through understanding.